I've travelled to the Saurashtra Peninsula with Ashok. We're heading towards a place few people ever see. A place that looks like an ending, but is anything but. We're here to see the progress of ship recycling, 1 year after the Hong Kong Convention came into force.
I've still got the same problem.
Maybe you can put it here as well.
Good thinking. Wouldn't have thought of that. Good morning.
So we'll start with the induction video.
Yes.
Safety of our visitors is our topmost priority, and hence we expect you to follow our yard rules and regulations during your visit. Critical risks are associated with confined space, wire snapback while operating the winches.
Don't recall this, I've already broken mine. There we are.
Primary the ship. So they will pick it from the ship, put it there near the crane.
Yeah.
And the furthest fragmentation and then put it here.
And then treasure, yeah.
So here they will extract the plates, brackets, all this.
This is the PPE zone. Okay.
So the oils, the residue oils will be collected on some plates.
The recycling facility, they come and collect.
And yeah, we'll call them.
Yeah.
We are paying them also.
So you pay them, yeah, okay.
And what happens to that once you send it to them? Do you know the process that?
Separators and all.
So they go through the process of separation and then they disposal. And I see some cutting going on the ship now.
Earlier everything was drop and pull, but now since lifting is in, crane is that lift.
So the crane is on the ship now,
Yeah.
and the crane will gradually move down the ship, I guess. Well, as the ship gets smaller.
We start getting cutting the bulkhead, it will gradually move on.
Yeah. So it's quite clever. So then you're using the structural integrity of the ship to land. It's like a pontoon.
Yeah.
So when did this ship arrive?
18th of Feb.
18th Feb. Okay.
2 months ago.
And it's halfway there.
There we go. I guess you have to go very slowly to stop the swing. How heavy would that block be, roughly?
This is 10 ton.
10 ton.
Wow. Okay.
Couldn't lift that.
I was a chief officer for a long time, so I've done all these signals to the crane. So I was the banksman for many cranes.
Wow. Sign in to go on the ship. Follow you.
So can you imagine, David, this cargo hold full of grain?
And this isn't a particularly big ship.
This isn't a particularly big one. No.
There's a lot of pipes, there's a lot of machinery. Is it quite time consuming?
Every structure is very complex.
Yeah.
So if you're using gas cutting and all, it will be very risky, no?
Must take quite a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be some climb, David, all the way to the bridge.
You'll be all right, don't worry.
We'll both be all right.
Not much left. Even the captain's chair. Yeah, who's got that? See, there's no ECDIS, look. There's no radar.
Chart tables there, and there used to be the engine telegraph.
What language is this, do you reckon? Turkish?
Perhaps, yeah. Here we are, it's at its last stage of recycling, and
It's quite something, isn't it?
very different feel to stand here like this, and this is where it loses its identity as a ship.
And you can look out the front of the bridge window, and there's no bow.
Yeah.
The bow's over there somewhere. That's great. Thank you. Yeah. You okay to leave Ashok, the bridge? Okay.
Not really, but yeah, I'm okay.
You can drag yourself away.
It's a very different feeling, definitely.
From shipyard to steel mill. The process continues through the night, when electricity costs are lower.
cremation. We don't bury any. When somebody dies, we don't bury them.
You burn them.
We burn them. And once we burn them, we say that they are reincarnated into someone else or something else. That's similar thing that's happening here on the ships. So you burn them,
I like it.
you melt them, and then now they are reborn into something else, and they'll have a longer life somewhere.
The glowing orange is something of a sight.
It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Much of what comes from the ships never reaches the furnace.
We have separators which are coming from the ships directly, and we refurbish them and get back the same life into them which they were when they were originally built. So when the separators come, they are all in as-is condition. This is how it is found on the ships in the engine rooms. This has become very common now, finding the same separator machine which has been refurbished and sent on the ship, and it would come back again to us after probably a couple of years. That's a very happy moment for us, that our separator refurbished by us went on the ship, worked for a couple of years, and then now we are getting it back. So it is literally looking like exactly what it came out when it was manufactured by the OEM.
Still, the flow of ships is far from constant. Capacity is here, but the route to using it is not always straightforward.
Welcome to our yard.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yes. So this is a fully concrete yard. We are HKC compliant. So the difference what we have been doing right now and what it was when we arrived in Alang was, all of this was sand.
Yeah.
And because it was not environmentally safe, that any particle of the vessel should go inside the soil. So that is why we fully concretize this. So now whenever we demolish a vessel, each and every block of that vessel is lifted by a crane. So there are no blocks that are falling into the water.
No.
So that does not damage the marine life, that does not damage the environment, and it is safely put onto a concretized floor. The reason it is put onto a concretized floor because nothing can get into the soil.
When you're cutting and you're bringing it onto the concrete floor, the impermeable surface, how do you then stop any runoff going then back into the ocean?
So we have drainage lines that cover our yard thoroughly. So even if the water flows from the outside, it does not go back into the ocean.
Okay, because there's quite a slope here.
The slope is because we want the water to flow.
You want it to flow,
enter into our drainage line. From our drainage line, we want it to enter our tanks. When it is 50%, we put in a letter to the TSDF site.
Okay, and the TSD comes and collects it. Okay, okay.
All these processes have become normal now. This is not that this happens in my yard. It happens in every yard in Alang. And that is, I think, the major problem with EU right now is they're not quite convinced about the downstream waste management.
Why aren't they? What's the sticking point?
We are not quite sure, because the last audit that a few yards in Alang had, it's been 2 years, but they've not received any feedback from EU.
When you were upgrading the yard to Hong Kong compliance, I mean, it must have cost a lot of money.
It has cost a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look cheap.
Till now, we are only investing in the yard. We have not received a proper return.
Where are the ships?
It is because of wars that are taking place in different parts of the world. So the cargo rates keeps going up. As soon as we are there, that one war is now supposed to end, there's something else unfortunate that is taking place. We are optimistic, and we do believe that there are many vessels that are in line for demolition. Timeline is a question that nobody knows about. For the past 6 months, we've not had a vessel.
But I like you're still optimistic.
We have to be, because we are businessmen. We want to do business in the best possible manner. So right now, optimism is all we've got.
Yeah.
Optimism extends beyond the yards themselves. Around some facilities, longer-term investments are beginning to take shape. Housing built for workers and their families. Electricity, running water, shared spaces. some workers and their families, life here is becoming less temporary, more rooted in daily routine. A different picture of life around the industry, one that continues to evolve. And across the industry, investment is reshaping more than just the yards.
So this part of steel processing is one of the most important contributions which Alang does in terms of processing ship steel. Now here, all these plates which are recovered from ship recycling are cut as is to make agricultural implements, pipe fittings, and these are all parts which find application as is. Now this way of using the steel recovered from ships is one of the most environmentally sound processes, where we are consuming the minimum amount of resources and fossil fuel to process and produce this material compared to what it would have been from the conventional way of making steel from primary resources. So come, I'll show you around. So these are all pipe fittings which have been duly finished, machined under this facility. अंदाजे कितने प्रोफाइल प्लांट हैं शिहोर में, अलंग में, चित्रा सब मिला के? 500 small enterprises which are utilizing this steel from ships, and specifically because of what quality they are going to get out of it.
But steel is only part of the story, because every stage of the process depends on people, lives that are shaped by what arrives on these shores.
Yes, David,
Hi.
welcome. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Workers' House.
Thank you very much.
Come to us.
I recognise this guy. Yes, hello. Good to see you. Oh, that's nice. I'm right in front of the air conditioning. How long have you been in this role as General Secretary?
From inception of the union,
And when was that?
2005, and in March 2007, Government of Gujarat given us a recognition, and we are the only union here. Today we have 19,000 members. We are not affiliated to any political party.
You don't have a political club.
We believe only the influence of workers should be there. When we formed the union in 2005, the industry was hazardous, absolute hazardous. The rate of accident was also high. Many labor laws were not applicable. Few stakeholders were saying.
Right, okay.
The industry has changed a lot.
Yeah.
And more than 90% plots are now wind plots.
What's driven the change? What?
I can say the
What
Hong
are the-
Kong Convention.
Right.
And before Hong Kong Convention, the intervention of the Apex Court.
Back in 2006, board we have a passenger vessel called Blue Lady.
Yeah.
And the NGO created an Havoc. But there's a lot of asbestos in this.
Yeah.
And Supreme Court made a committee to study what are the hazardous waste. And then the standard operating procedures start coming. So then the standard operating procedure came in
2006. Right.
So those standard operating procedures were used in one way as a raw material while framing the IMO's HKC guideline.
Good.
Especially the real change on the ground we started seeing from 2014.
Right.
Where when the yard started developing, labor training center also developed by the Gujarat Maritime Board. As of now, it has trained more than 200,000 workers. Once a worker gets a training, he gets certificate, license or a ID card that he has completed the training. Then he goes to the yards. Without this particular training, yard will not allow them, not give them a job. So that human resource development took some time.
Yeah.
And it's a continuous process.
And it's ongoing, yeah.
When ship owners started coming here and selecting the yards. You have 115 HKC compliant yard. Out of that, I want to select few yards. They will select only 20 yards. How exactly they are reporting, documenting, and whether they have a control system in place or not. So that's how the HKC has definitely made a change.
And what do you think about the next generation of are they interested in coming to Alang and working?
Because there's a risk, isn't there? When the volumes start coming up again with ship recycling, if you can't get the experienced workers back, there's going to be a period, there's going to be a lag, isn't there, in terms of being able to get up to full capacity to deal with the volumes. One of the things that we talk about a lot from a ship owning perspective is seafarers. The business doesn't sustain without the people. It makes sense for the long-term sustainability of any industry to focus on the people, otherwise you don't have a business.
We are here to break this. If there are more ships to break, there will be more workers get employment. Let Hong Convention be implemented in total.
It sounds like exactly what we need. So it's a good plan, yeah.
Many of the workers here have witnessed the changes firsthand.
नमस्कार, कैसे हो आप लोग? सब लोग कैसे हो? सब लोग नमस्कार, नमस्कार, नमस्कार। और यहाँ की जो अब जब आलंग में जो काम चल रहा है वो हम देखने आए हैं।
मैं यहाँ पर आया था 2000 में।
2000 में?
हाँ, सैलरी भी मिनिमम 30-35 रुपया जैसा हेल्पर का था।
वाव।
तो मैं वो हेल्पर का काम
30-35 रुपया एक दिन का?
हाँ, वो काम में भी जो पहले जैसे ज़्यादा दुर्घटना होती थी, सुविधाएं भी कुछ नहीं थी।
अच्छा।
मतलब बहुत परेशानी थी। फिर धीरे धीरे चेंजिंग आया। एक्सपीरियंस मेरे पास है जो मैंने देखा।
अच्छा।
पहले यूनियन भी नहीं थी।
अच्छा।
हमारे पिताजी 1983 में पहले बॉम्बे करते थे। बॉम्बे से फिर जब यहाँ स्थापना हुई तो आए एक नंबर प्लॉट में।
ओके। वेरी नाइस। अच्छा।
फिर हम लोग जब पढ़ाई छोड़े तो सब जगह कि जहाँ पिताजी कर रहे होंगे।
Okay. Oh, so that's good. He's a second generation. His father was here in 1983, and he was working here right at the beginning, and he was working in quite a few small workshops, and he came here in 2000. He couldn't continue his education, so he came here, and then from then he's just having a good life and an improved life. So thank you.
40 साल तो
हाँ, 40 साल हो गया आपको. So he's been here since 83, and when he started during those days, the employer provided nothing. They had to put their own shoes if they have one, otherwise they just go in any clothes, and they had to take care of themselves. But now they get the proper uniform, proper safety gear, and also training free of charge. They're being provided, so they're very happy. All this is because of what the union has done to them. So, and even for the training, they have to pay and get trained, because the GMB training, they have to pay and get it trained and then go get a job. But now it's all made free, all because of the work of the union. So they're very thankful to the union. So,
जब पहले स्टार्टिंग में मैं भावनगर को जीजू मार्ग वो था वहाँ से, और मालूम हुआ कि यहाँ शिप.
So he's here since 1995, and he's also from the northern part of India, Uttar Pradesh, and he actually came to Bhavnagar to work there. And then when he found out that there's shipbreaking going on, so he came here, and his initial salary was, I'm not sure about the calculation now, but it's 18 rupees to 22 rupees per day. So that's a fraction of $1, to be honest. So that's where he started in 1995.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
We're invited into one of the worker colonies near the yards.
Right, here we go. Nice to see you, and David.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for meeting us. How many workers live here?
This capacity is of 144 workers.
144?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Hello, Ji.
Hello.
कब से काम कर रहे हो? कितने साल से काम कर रहे हो? How long are you been working?
हो गया यहाँ को तो 2 साल हो गया, इन लोग तो 8-10 साल से हो गया।
8-10 साल. Okay, there are people that are working for 8 to 10 years, and he's here for a couple of years. So.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, very nice.
Where do you live in India?
कहाँ से आ रहे हो आप लोग?
यूपी से।
UP, Uttar Pradesh. That's the state that was from. Uttar Pradesh. Yeah.
So north.
Yeah, some from UP, some from Bihar, some from the other.
Are you from UP as well? Or you?
Yeah, they're from UP. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
It's harvest now, isn't it?
अभी ये खेती का वो हार्वेस्ट का काम चल रहा है?
अभी तो आदमी घर गया है।
घर गया है. Okay.
साथी है।
Yes, काटना है. हाँ जी. Okay. Yeah. So it's that season, and there's also some marriage that's going on. So they are gone for that. Some of them. And for the harvest as well. So yeah. आपके बच्चे क्या कहाँ
Great.
घर पे हैं. Okay, so they have their own. The families are all back home.
They're back home.
Their own states.
Yeah, you stay and then you go back to see them. Yeah. Thank you very much. Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very good to see them. And they're both from UP.
They're both from UP, Uttar Pradesh. That's one of the northern states.
The northern states. Yeah.
One of the biggest states of India.
At midday, the pace slows. Lunch is prepared. Workers gather before returning to the yards. What comes off the ships quickly finds its way into the local economy.
So this is, what's it called?
It's called Bhagawati Traders.
Bhagawati Traders.
This is a shop which is selling things that are taken out from the ship.
Yeah.
And this shop specializes in domestic items.
And I can see already some crockery over there.
Exactly. So
yeah, let's go and see. It's huge. You see how far back it goes? Quite a lot going on. Hello. Good to see you. So we're going to can we have a look round? So all this is off the ship.
That's all from the ship, and he specializes in these smaller items. He's not interested in the spare parts or the other stuff.
Yeah. It's all in really good condition, isn't it? I mean, there's no chips. You'd expect it was all being sort of taken off a ship and manhandled and taken down.
Yeah.
That it'll be dropped to be chipped, but it's not. So, was this like the crockery you had when you were at sea?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't want to trip over the crockery on the way through here.
No.
That would be a disaster.
The interesting thing is they are here for a second life, and sometimes that second life can last longer than they spent the time on the ship.
Yeah. Have you seen anything you like yet?
Oh, quite a few of them.
That's a big plate.
That is a big one, and it's heavy.
Where's it made? Bauscher, Germany.
And this is fine Egyptian tableware, and they are quite nice.
How long have you had the shop?
26 साल हुआ.
26 साल, 26 years.
26 years.
26 years.
So it's been a good business.
बढ़िया.
Yeah. और यहाँ पे लोग आते ही रहते हैं. खाली जो लोकल लोग लेते हैं कि कई बहुत दूर से भी आते हैं.
लोकल लोग भी आते हैं. होटल वाला है, कोई रेस्टोरेंट वाला है, कोई स्कूल वाला है.
Okay.
सब लोग.
So people buy it in wholesale and also retail, and people from the local town, but also from outside. And it's a constantly ongoing business.
That's amazing. I mean, do you get much stock at the moment?
ठीक है. मिलता है, लेकिन अच्छा है.
अच्छा है. Okay. So there's continuity of business, and when there are more ships, then he's really happy because there's more things to sell, and people also know that new ships are here. And
yeah, they're quite visible, aren't they? They're quite big. So I suppose that's quite a good advertisement that there's going to be new stock when it arrives. Thank you very much.
बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हो आप. Thank you so much. बहुत धन्यवाद. Thank you.
Good luck with the business. Back into the heat. Well, it's interesting, isn't it?
It is. As you see, it's more of reuse and resell, and everyone makes money in that chain.
The steel continues through a vast network of downstream industries.
So we'll start from the raw material first.
These are all billets which have been made from ship steel.
The whole ecosystem of Bhavnagar is somewhere connected to Alang in a very big way. Almost 30% of the population is being associated with Alang and its downstream industries in one way or the other, basically.
Different grades of steel are made in all these steel plants. These are all the hot rolled products, and they find application in locomotive, material handling industry, tractor machinery, farm machinery, agricultural machinery as well. The circularity and resource upcycling is the very DNA of Alang's existence as an ecosystem and its part in the steel industry in and around Bhavnagar.
Inside another yard, the result of years spent adapting to new standards and requirements becomes clear.
You've got a few memberships. There's a Global Compact,
Global Compact.
LRQA, of course.
We had so many certification. Now, after HKC, now there is a level playing field. Otherwise, we had to invest in 4 different classification society for the same standard.
Same standard.
Because the ship owners, they have got an affinity towards the different classification societies. And the interpretation was different for all.
4 or more.
4 more. So the ship recycling, it starts way before a vessel arrives. During the purchase, the ship comes with an GA plan with its inventory of hazardous material. It is well accessed in the yard, and a ship recycling plan is prepared accordingly and sent to the ship owners to vet the ship recycling plan and find it in accordance with the HKC requirements. So this is the primary step which is being undertaken, and then the work is distributed and it is being assigned to various departments.
There's a huge amount of planning going on then here.
So it takes a lot of decisions in before purchasing of a vessel.
So from here, the winches, they might be having some hazardous material, so their removal, how this is going to be cut.
I mean, is it in phases? I mean, that will come in here.
That will come in
on the next stage.
So I divide into 4 parts, and it takes a week for me to complete the works.
What program are you using?
I'm using AutoCAD to.
AutoCAD.
Yeah.
Right.
So the front part is I take it as block 1. Then whole part I take it as block 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and the superstructure part is block 3.
And then the engine room
part,
and the aft.
So it helps in simplifying the calculations. And I get most 90 to 95% accurate calculations I get.
We'll go to the yard.
Let's do that.
Super, thank you.
So this is the assembly area where they gather every day in the morning to have a toolbox talk, and also the briefing is done here. And in case of emergency also, they come and assembly over here.
Yeah. That's a hot job, I would think.
It is. But what they do is they do it in
they rotate.
Rotation. So
and
now
then
they
go
are waiting.
Yeah.
So once they will go rest. Yeah. This will be reused. First, this can go as a reuse plate in case of any fabrication, anywhere they want to lay down, or any steel structure they are creating. This can be reused.
Am I right in saying, from a ship recycler's perspective, that's the most cost-effective way to do it? I mean, that's where you get the best price for that in the market, for the steel market.
Yes, sir.
And then I guess the next one is the cutting, and then the final one is the scrap metal where you're melting it. They're sort of phased that way.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this is where the premium is also paid over the other recycling destinations, because here it goes for reuse purpose, refurbishing purpose, and other purposes also. Rather than the entire steel, the ship goes into a
melt furnace. Yeah, that would happen in other parts of the world, wouldn't it?
Yes.
So these are the blocks that have been cut off the ship?
These have been cut off from the ship. First they are landed on the double bottom of a ship, which is used as a secondary containment, as a pontoon. We have taken a new oil separator from the vessel that will process the oil content and reduce the water so that the bilge water or the oily water goes less for recycling.
Yeah.
So the generation of waste is also being limited.
And the oil and water separator, I mean, that's off a ship, you just said?
Off a ship.
Yeah.
That's off a ship.
So it's,
that's
yeah.
used as well.
Fantastic.
We started in 2005.
2005. And since then to now, all these practices that you're saying.
Yes.
When did it start? Did it start gradually? Did it start after a particular point?
It started gradually. See, when generations change, when the newer generation like me, after me, he will be coming.
Okay.
So everybody brings in a positive idea.
Yes.
But yes, after 2011,
What happened in 2011?
we started exploring other parts of the world. We saw how they were handling their waste.
Yes.
So we all went to seminars, conferences. We saw what we were lacking. When you see that people around you, things around you are getting better, you genuinely also want to get better.
Yeah. It's great to hear.
When you're seeing somebody who's doing a better job than you are,
Yeah, you want to match it, yeah.
you want to match that. It is not peer pressure that he is doing, so I have to do it. No, he's doing a
But
good
there is
job.
a competitive element as well,
See,
isn't
this is business.
Yeah, of course.
I have to give my best product. If I don't show my best self, people are not going to come and give me their vessel.
How important is regulation in this whole thing? In terms of driving change, is it
Extremely important.
Some people have an impression that, it's still polluting.
Nobody is denying that there were mistakes in the past. Let us not go back to what has happened. There's no point of bringing that up every time. There is an evolution that has happened. So why always judge us by our past? All European owners are ready to do business in India.
Yes.
And you have proof within India. You have vessels from Norway, you have vessels from Holland, you have vessels from Denmark.
Yeah.
So every other line individually is ready to do business in Alang. The gap is increasing, it is not decreasing. And tomorrow you have vessels that more than 10 or 15 vessels at a time would want recycling. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
People are now losing hope because people have got tired at how much ever we do, it is not enough. That cannot be the case. You have to give some people that hope that yes, you are going a step forward.
For many, places like Alang are shaped by images of the past. But the reality today is more complex. What stands out is progress, visible investment, ambition, and determination to continuously improve. Here, almost nothing is wasted. Ships take on new life in industries, communities, and the livelihoods of hundreds of thousands of people. A real circular economy in motion. Yet overlapping regulations threaten to undermine the progress and investment, particularly in Asia, which is home to 80% of the world's ship recycling capacity. With the Hong Kong Convention now in force, more and more yards are now meeting global standards. And we are going to need all of them if we want to recycle our aging fleet in a safe and sustainable way. A clear shift, a new direction. This is responsible ship recycling.